10.99 miles, 1 hour, 22 minutes and 42 seconds. Average pace, 7 minutes and 31 seconds per mile, 178 steps per minute. Our good friends, Father Daniel and Aya and Kyle joined us at the track today for some threshold work that Haven had to put in 4 miles at 10K race pace with the goal of finishing each of those miles in 6 minutes and 18 seconds. We set out to do those 4 miles broken in half, so 2 times 2 miles at 6:18 per mile. And we did pretty well, but after 2 miles, we took a 2-minute float and we floated at around 7 minutes and 40 seconds per mile. And then we started up and everything was looking pretty good, but towards the end of that 3rd mile, Haven was laboring just a little bit. So we took another 2-minute float at around 7 minutes and 50 seconds per mile. And we started back up and finished up the last mile real strong. And look at these awesome splits. Oh my God. Haven just absolutely crushed these threshold miles. So proud of her. She really showed up today. She even ran with the group on the 3-mile warm-up and the 3-mile cool down. So I think something's kind of clicked in her mind and she's decided to bring it. Flip the switch, turning it on, giving it her all and staying super positive at the same time. I'm really loving what I see. A lot less as her coach, but a lot more as her father, and seeing her a lot more positive with a brighter attitude, being a lot more communicative. It's really awesome to see the positive change. Doing a lot of threshold work these days, doing my best to do some pacing work for Evan and for Haven. So I'm putting in a lot of threshold miles. Another one of my good friends, Joshua, had a really good question about threshold. Joshua did several miles. He did 4 miles of threshold work in the morning with long intervals at around 10K race pace. And he wanted to do a double threshold workout. So he wanted to do a second threshold run in the evening since the first workout was not at maximal effort. Essentially, he was saving a little bit so that he could do a second workout in which the morning plus the evening workout put together would be harder than a single workout that Joshua would have done all at one go in the morning. So the purpose of a threshold workout is to not only to increase the volume, but also to increase the intensity. You segment out a long threshold workout into 2 shorter ones so that in total, the accumulated volume is greater, and at least a portion of that workout will be of higher intensity. Now, higher intensity doesn't necessarily mean that your heart rate is going to ride higher than lactate threshold effort range. You always want to maintain that. You don't want to go past that. And you don't want to go past lactate levels in the blood that results in accumulation and soreness later. You want to stay right at that threshold line. Instead, higher intensity means running at faster than the speed that you normally run at threshold. And then the way that you can do that is to run at a little bit faster than 5K race pace, but put in plenty of recovery period in between intervals. There are a lot of benefits to doing this. The obvious benefit is that you're staying at lactate threshold heart rate range, and you're building up your lactate clearance ability through those 2 workouts during the entire day. Second, you're mechanically running at 5K race pace or faster than 5K race pace. So you're developing some muscle memory to run at that speed and feel more comfortable at that speed. And you're also developing running economy so that when you're running at slower speeds, the effort level is much less. And third, you're filling your lactate threshold running quota. So the proportion of your weekly mileage that you should be running at lactate threshold should be 10% of your weekly mileage or 10K of work, whichever comes first. And let's just say that you're at the beginning of the build and you're not fit enough to get all 10K of lactate threshold effort in one go, then you can separate it into 2 workouts in the morning and the evening. Don't forget, you need to separate the morning and the evening workouts by about 8 hours of recovery period in between those 2 sessions. Make sure that you do a good warm-up before and a good cool down after each session. Fuel up properly, get a good carb load in prior to this day of hard work. Hydrate really, really well the day before and during your workouts, and in between the 2 sessions, make sure that you drink tons and tons of fluids with electrolytes and salt. Double thresholds have become a thing. It's been the Jakob Ingebrigtsen buzzword workout, but now you know why we do it. So if you've been feeling a little bit stagnant in your threshold workouts, then you can add a little stimulus by implementing double thresholds. If you found this talk helpful, then please like this video, help get it out to as many people as possible. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. It helps out our channel a ton. Thanks so much to our lovely Patreon team. We really can't do it without you. So much gratitude. Got Instagram or Strava? Then you can check us out right here for your daily dose of running motivation. That's gonna do it for me today. I've had plenty of threshold. Now it's time to eat and drink. I hope you have a great day and a meaningful run. We'll see you in the next one. All right, bye now.